10 Fridays. It's December 2nd, 1805. We're in Austria. Austerlitz. The Russian and Austrian coalition versus Napoleon's French. Now remember, all morning at Austerlitz there was a thick fog. Fog, please. Thank you. The day begins with Murat's cavalry riding just north of the Olmütz road.
At this point you'll notice the French cavalry is all spent. Whoops, I assure you, they are fresh.
The coalition left, under Kohlrath, begins moving forward, and Kenmire. The Austrian right, under Bagratio, begins moving forward. Napoleon and the rest of the French army begin coming up the Olmütz road. It's mid-morning. Bagratio advances forward. Murat advances forward. Liechtenstein's 5th Corps advances forward. Davout arrives. Napoleon leaves the Olmütz road and starts heading towards Griskowitz and the Pratzen. Kohlrath makes first contact. Lannes, hearing some gunfire on his right, sends his hussars to investigate. They see the coalition forces striking Soult's corps. Kenmire advances forward. Kohlrath running into Soult's forward detachments. The detachments are swept aside. Turn 3, late morning, and still the fog holds. Bagration advances forward. He hears something off to his left, and he catches Napoleon's command in column, and simultaneously he is exposed. Murat charges through the fog. On the Austrian left, Kenmire advances forward, and he also discovers French troops. Davout and Soult. Suddenly, late morning in the fog, the French are everywhere. Bernadotte's 1st Corps shakes out into line. Constantine's Russian Guard comes out of reserve and deploys. Davout reacts. Liechtenstein rides hard to the coalition left. Bessieres races forward with the Imperial Guard. And Soult attacks and deploys. Late morning combat. Murat's cavalry charge. The Russians form square and the cavalry rides off. The coalition left. The light detachments are run off and the cavalry falls back. It's midday and the fog lifts. The coalition command realizes they have been duped. The French army is huge. As quickly as they can, they revert to the defensive. In the center, the French Guard shakes out into line. The coalition 5th Corps hasn't yet got the new orders, and they continue working their way around the French right. Bernadotte has his artillery open up on the coalition advance guard under Bagratio. Bagratio's entire corps collapses on itself and is fouled up on the Olmütz road. Bagratio struggles to get his corps in order before the French cavalry descends. He unpacks bags and rallies his corps and deploys skirmishers off on his left. An uncertain Lannes holds his position. Davout presses forward. The remnants of Kenmire's corps fall back. Kohlrath falls back to Sokolnitz. As feared, Murat's cavalry descends. Dokhtyrov prepares to get hit on the north side of the Pratzen. Constantin stays his advance and holds the Russian Guard. Landgren tightens his forces. Trebyshev trains his artillery north, and Soult prepares to advance. Bagratio was able to cover his troops, but not able to set up an adequate defense. Does it hold? Inflicting heavy French cavalry losses, Bagratio's troops hold. Just barely. And French hussar attack on the light screen. It's early afternoon. Bagratio's unpacked bags are exposed. If Murat can move first. But first, Dokhtyrov builds his line on the Pratzen, and Murat gets the jump on Bagratio, and the bags are contacted. And at this point, there's nothing else the coalition army can do, and this results in a French victory at Austerlitz. Thank you, Murat. Even though it seemed like a good idea at the time, in the face of swarms of Murat's cavalry, that Bagratio would try to rally his troops around his bags, there just wasn't time to set up a defense. In the confusion, it was a bad call. Nevertheless, good game.